Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. If you guys enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up after the video, and also share it with your friends and family that you think might enjoy a tutorial like this. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel. We'd love to have you here. And because of that, all my subscribers that have, thank you. We reached 4,000. That's a huge milestone for me. So because of that, I wanted to give you guys a thank you tutorial. So what we're going to try to make today is Anthropologie Dupe painting. So this is the first time I've ever tried painting. So I guess this week is going to be a week of me trying new things, huh? But what we're going to do first is actually paint this poster board. I'm sorry. Gray, light gray, and all the paints that I'm going to be using are either apple barrel or Waverly chalk paint, and I'll leave all the colors down below. But this one right here, we're just painting it light gray, and the secret is just to make light coats so your poster board won't warp or anything like that. So just kind of be I guess you could say really light on the painting. Just try to do really light strokes or really thin layers one at a time, and let each layer dry between painting. So once you've completed painting your poster board light gray, I'm going to get this turquoise color and a little bit of a dark brown and light brown Waverly chalk paint that I mixed together, and just very lightly put a few strokes, and then clean your brush, and then just go ahead and dry brush it until you're happy with the strokes and with the different colors that you're actually adding on here. So I haven't added any more paint. I'm just basically brushing it, kind of just making it thinner, and just until I'm happy with the colors. And as I looked at the picture, I noticed there was a little bit of purple pinkish color in there. So what I did, I didn't have any purple. I got my pink and a little bit of the brown that I had mixed together, and I just put little dabs everywhere just to make it a little bit darker. And then I just did the same steps as just painting it little by little. Just dry brushing it is really what I'm doing. And I just continued doing that. And once I was happy, I went ahead and rinsed off my brush and then dried it. And when it was damp, I went over everything again just to make it a little bit lighter. So with the same mixture that I used, now I'm going to paint the top, because on the picture you can see it. It's darker on the top where the actual glitter is going to be at. So you just go ahead and paint it. And this right here, you can paint it as far down as you like, or as high up as you like. Basically, that's going to be your preference. And once you're happy with it, let it dry a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is start making it kind of like an ombre from the bottom to the top, because that's the way the picture looks. At least that's the way I see it. So with a clean brush, I'm going to use white, and then I'm going to use the hazelnut, light brown or hazelnut, like I said, of the Waverly chalk paint, and kind of mix it together. Just adding a little bit of the white to the hazelnut. And again, just lightly stroke it in little places, and then we're going to dry brush it once we're done with that. And you just keep brushing it. And in between coats, if you think it's too much, just go ahead and wipe it on a cloth or anything like that until you're happy. And just keep brushing, because I didn't want harsh lines. I wanted it to kind of just blend in everywhere, but I wanted you to be able to tell the different colors, like an ombre. So I just kept brushing it until I was happy with that color. And then I went with the white and a little bit of the brown now to make it look more white than brown. And then I went a little bit lower, and then I started adding that color. And again, dry brushing it up. So if you see, the bottom is done. Now all we're doing is trying to make the ombre for the top part of the painting. And here I'm just adding a little bit more white because I wanted to go up and the bottom to be whiter. And this basically is preference. I mean, you can do it really any way you want, but I just wanted to try to make it as close as possible as I could to the Anthropologie painting. And I'm going to use this for Christmas. I know it's July, but I'm already thinking of Christmas. So this is what I'm going to use for Christmas, behind like a backdrop on one of my mantles. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys are going to use it for every day or for a holiday like I am. So once you're done with that painting, that white, I noticed on the picture that it has more of a light brown tone, or if it was the gold, I'm not sure, but I wanted to go ahead and add a little bit more light brown just in the middle, just to give it more of that, I guess you could say, light brown gold tone to it, like so. Now once it's dry, it can be a little bit damp, but I waited until it was completely dry. What I'm going to do is start adding my glitter. And I added about a spoonful, or maybe a spoon and a half full of glitter. And I'm adding Epsom salt. And I'm adding equal parts of Epsom salt. Just get something to mix it together. And once you're happy with the mixture, go ahead and I'm going to get some Mod Podge and just pour it onto the painting, so you don't have to worry about the colors blending anymore because it's dry. That's why I said you should wait until it's dry. So just go ahead with a clean brush, paint on your Mod Podge to wherever you want your glitter to stick to. And I didn't add a whole bunch of Mod Podge. I just added enough to basically cover the top part. And then we start sprinkling on the glitter and Epsom salt mixture. Now there's a secret that I just learned, that when you're adding glitter to paintings or basically anything, you can just spray. I don't know if it's secret or anything, but I just learned it. You can spray some clear coat on top of it, or you could use hairspray. So that's what I did. I'm going to use hairspray to see how it turns out. So with a dry brush, I went ahead and just started brushing on the glitter just to make sure that it went everywhere. Now don't be surprised or worried or concerned if you start seeing like lumps or white spots, because that's basically the Mod Podge drying. So just leave it alone and let it dry. And while it's drying, what I'm going to do is start adding the white, kind of like a lining that it has on the actual painting itself. So I just went ahead and kind of followed the glitter and where I made more of the dark painting, I guess you could say, and just started adding a little bit of white. Now keep in mind, it's going to look a little bit darker right now, or clumped up, but I'm actually going to blend it in. So once you're done with that, just go ahead and let it dry. And then once it's a little bit dry, go ahead and get your brown, dark brown, or black you might want to use. I used the ink color in Waverly chalk paint, and I went around the edging like so. And I'm sorry that I didn't realize that my camera was out of focus. I was out of focus. But you're just kind of brushing with a sponge the brown ink paint all around the edging, because that's the way the painting was. So you just make, and kind of I was happy that it had that, because I don't have to worry about you seeing the poster board on the edging because you're painting it brown. So it kind of made it look like a frame, and you don't have to worry about most people thinking it's a poster board. You could even put this in a picture frame and it would look really pretty. But you go ahead and you make your edging. Once you're complete making your edging and you're happy with the color and the lining, go ahead and get a clean brush, and then we're going to dry brush the brown lining. Can you believe it, you guys? I made it to 4,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed and come back and left such great comments. And I'm truly humbled by all the support and beautiful comments that people have left me. I hope you guys continue to enjoy all my DIYs. So like I said, you just go ahead and continue to dry brush it with a clean brush. And you see me there, I'm just wiping down the brown so I can make sure I don't get too many clumps. But here it is after you shake off the excess glitter. So what do you guys think? It was a total of about $10 to make this, but keep in mind I have a lot of extra paint left. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoy this extra DIY. And thank you again for subscribing. You guys stay blessed. Bye.